Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Control, where, hey, look, I said it would be quieter, and it is. I don't know what was going on with that. I'm assuming I glitched the credits by tabbing out of the game while the credits were running, and so the part of the credits ended, but the audio portion, I don't know. What the important part is, hey, it stopped. So we have a couple of new files and stuff. We're just going to read through this real quick. We're going to go clean up some side quests, and my guess is that we're done advancing the story for now. That there probably is going to be some more stuff coming, and that's a little bit of a disappointment. I kind of thought that this story might end with us somehow managing to free the people who had disappeared when the event happened in Ordinary, or defeating the Hiss or something, and we kind of didn't manage to accomplish anything, except, of course, we did get Jessie's character arc up to her accepting being the director and stuff. I guess that completed satisfactorily. Anyway, let's focus on what we are going to be doing here instead of what we are not going to be doing here. The ashtray and cigarette apparently was an object of power this whole time, his ashtray. An ever-burning cigarette rests in it. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to create a maze of shifting corridors without adjusting the dimensions of the space around it. This maze forms wherever the object is placed, and only the binder can navigate the maze, although they may allow others through. So this was the security protocol. It wasn't just that, like, the ashtray maze is a thing that you can learn to navigate. It was that specifically, Director Trench had to allow you through. The object was discovered somewhere by a team of rangers sent to a care facility for the elderly that had become the center of numerous missing persons reports. Local authorities also disappeared inside after responding to reports. An agent discovered the object in someplace, which indicates it was the source of the disappearances. Boy, what could be under that redaction? The whereabouts of the missing persons are still unknown, though they are presumed to be lost in the maze, probably in that part where there were shoes outside the doors. I kind of want to go back there. Although I guess we didn't bind the ashtray and cigarette, right? We only got through because of the resonance from the song that Ati let us borrow. So probably we couldn't navigate it again? I don't know. We might go back and try, though. Also, the slide projector. The object is a slide projector, I'm going to assume, with a vertical tray. The object creates line break, then some redaction. Okay, there's nothing in this file. Heavily redacted, very, very heavily secured. And that's it. Okay, missions. Any real new missions? We had these board countermeasures that I just have not bothered to even think about for a while. We can certainly try this again. Yeah, let's just wrap up our last missions here and see if anything comes of it. My guess is not really. It's possible that Remus only appears after you've... Here, this is probably where we want to be. Remus only appears after you've done a certain event in the story, and if that's the case, then we definitely will have crossed whatever that threshold was. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that he will actually appear to us and allow us to defeat him. Or Orisha's peace of mind. Which direction is the... This way. Massively forgetful. So all these people are still real hissed up. I mean, we knew that. Maybe there's just a bug where this quest is not completable. It seems like that might be the case. Well, that's disappointing. I mean, we probably wouldn't have really gotten anything out of it. But yeah, okay. Dude just doesn't spawn. I will go and I'll go do some research. I'll go find out if this is actually bugged. For now, let's just run back to the control point and go do a different thing. Let's go deal with the mold. I guess if they want you to be able to run around in the post-game and still do side quests and stuff, I should probably actually look at the mold quest. If they want you to be able to run around and do side quests, they can't really let things change too much. Coolant pumps. Oh. Well, we're pretty much right here. I guess jump me to this one?
Mold's gotten in here too?
There's certainly an awful lot of mold around here.
Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
Okay, so how do I actually eradicate the mold? Oh, right, we were here for this quest, and I was just running through here doing other stuff. We could totally have gotten this on our way through. So is this one of these look for the pulsating bits quests? I'm assuming it is. We're talking about a much larger total area here, though. Well, let's clean up the enemies first, and then we'll worry about the mold. Ooh, boy. Whole computer locked up there for a second. Where am I still being shot at from? Ah. This guy's clever. He's the only one of the enemies who has ever thought to, like, really try hiding from us. Alright, so we're probably... I'm gonna switch us back to a non-explosive gun. We're probably just looking for the little pulsating things to shoot them. It's a little unfortunate that they're so small and easy to miss in such a large area. And that we didn't accidentally destroy more of them. Ooh, I do hear one. Oh, there's one. Okay, that is not one. It seems like from the speed that we're making progress here, there's not too many of them. We're just gonna have to be reliant on that noise. I don't think there's one here. I really actually cannot see. None of this stuff looks like one. This quest is a total bummer, man. Just making sure. And it doesn't seem like they tend to be on the ground. They tend to be higher up. Ah. You know what? Maybe we should just go up there and make sure that there aren't any more hidden up on the roof. Looks like that was the only one that was placed like that. And I mean, I am assuming they're all going to be up here. Maybe that's not a safe assumption. There's not mold all over the ground, though. I don't know. There is one more place that we should definitely check. And that is up here in this little gap area. No, nothing? Okay. That's just a big rock. Yeah, alright. So I haven't heard the sound again since we shot the last couple. Which probably just means that we haven't been near them. I'm guessing from the length of bar remaining, we're looking at like 2 more, maybe? Ow! Hey! Okay, apparently I accidentally completed the mission. And that was a pretty good hit. Oh, you know what we should do, actually? We should just go back to Ahti anyway. Because it is definitely possible that a new janitor mission would have spawned post-game, right? Hey, did we ever find out what's in the power plant? We didn't, did we? Am I just forgetting? Because there was some big deals made about the thing in the power plant and it being dangerous, and I thought for sure that they were foreshadowing a real weird sequence to come. I mean, maybe it is still a sequence to come. Maybe we're not done with this area yet either. Although again, like I'm not expecting it to be in the main game.
Ati's still gone. I guess I just take a seat.
Okay, well, I can do that.
This is what being a janitor is all about.
You better hope he didn't overhear you say that. Shoes in this outfit are kinda weird. Huh. Oh, did I earn myself a janitor's outfit? That's fair. You know what? We did earn this.
I suppose the janitor's assistant does need proper janitor attire.
Monday, 10 o'clock. Don't touch. I mean, listen, I am part of the janitorial staff. This probably doesn't apply to me. I'm allowed to touch it. Look at that. Look how much I'm touching it. Microwave weapons responsible for U.S. Embassy attack in Cuba. Yeah, that's what they want you to think. Alright, let's go put on our janitor outfit. We really are just cleaning up the last little bits here, huh? That's a shame. I don't want the game to be over. I don't think that I heard for sure that there is more coming, but it's just how games are now, right? And then I guess from here we could just take some melee damage. Why not? I don't use it all that often, but at least not on enemies who have any real amount of health left. Alright, let's go get dressed for our final little bit of cleanup here. So we have to find 2 more items for Langston. There's one in the Panopticon somewhere, and then the other one is actually in the Prime Candidate area, and we just didn't notice it. I bet that there's a fair amount of stuff that we missed in the Prime Candidate area. I was kind of hauling through there. Hell yeah! I do think the Mirror Jesse outfit's really cool, though. Okay, we need to go back to... Wait, it's not research, it's... Yeah, look at how many areas in containment aren't even explored yet off the turntable. Let's go check this out. There's still some stuff to do down here. I wish the Panopticon was less of a multi-leveled beehive of a place, because I really feel like it's going to be a pain in the ass to track down that traffic light. Let's activate the quest. Okay, so containments, the sealed threshold hall is through here somewhere. Wait, how do we... Okay, let's go through the ordinary dump. Apparently I fell far enough there for me to take damage.
I'm the only one who knows what really happened in Orton. This is Orton. Maybe I'll learn about that.
It does seem like a good thing for the Bureau to have a record of, probably. Also, you know what? I probably don't need to be fighting these guys. Dog is going nuts about something in the other room. I might have to go look into that. It's possible. Okay, what on earth? Jesus! Stop doing that! That was very creepy! This does not look like the right way. How would I access that area? It looks like maybe... It might connect to that big dark area that comes off of logistics, the big dark bridge there. Well, you know what? Maybe we can access the Sterling AWE from over here. Now that I'm officially the director and everything. Like, I mean, I was already... You know what I mean, though. Now that I'm even more officially the director. Oh, yeah. Somebody's got to deal with these astral spikes eventually, too, probably. It might also be the case that this isn't really an area that you're allowed to go into. Which I'm thinking more and more is the case here. But it's actually on the map with the big question marks. There's no indication that there's a way... What if we turned the turntable back? I know that it was already oriented in that direction and the thing wasn't open before, but maybe now that it's all working again... Oh, I can't. Yeah, huh. Maybe you're just not able to go in there. Again, it would seem really strange for that to be the case, and for it to be on the map like this. Well... I mean, I don't see anything anywhere else that looks like an entrance. And it's not connected to any other room except maybe the Prime Candidate Program area? Maybe there's a door that leads through? I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just can't get in here. But let's get back on track here. Let's head toward the sealed threshold hall. There is stuff yet to explore. Things we are missing. I should touch this. Just make sure that we are locked to this one. In case I do something stupid and explode myself. Hey, that looks like something. Have we been up there? I don't think we have. Okay, I mean, it's something. It has a file in it. Typewritten page supplement. The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigation sector. The page had been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. Text transcribed from the item, "For 10 years I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins." This is another Alan Wake. "Here they are all the same. It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you mad." I think the solution you have to take on that one is what the guy did at the end of Inception. You know? Just don't watch. Just don't watch the top. You don't need to know that. The identifiable words in the scratched out portion: Falls, Bright Falls, Haunting, Wake, Alan Wake, Light Switch, Ocean, Too Late, and the final sentence: "You've been warned." They're really laying it on thick with the Alan Wake stuff, huh? Okay, so... how would we... let's take the elevator up. Trying to figure out how to even access this area from the map. Feels like foolish. A foolish endeavor. These maps are terrible. Is this elevator... not... the elevator's not coming. Nope, never mind. The elevator is coming very, very slowly. See if there's a door that I missed somewhere up here. Because the entrance... it might be that you have to go in through logistics. Wait a minute. Nope, okay. Thought for a second that left painting was one of those destroyed wall ones. It's this goes where? Wait, where is this? This doesn't go anywhere. Never mind. Stupid, unmappable oldest house. Did you guys see movement? Oh, it might just have been light moving across the thing. Okay, so we're back in the prime candidate area. Let's go check out... Oops. I guess I keep tapping the switch button. But I want to be in charge mode pretty much all the time. Also, man, the explosion range does get pretty huge with that upgrade. Alright. So, if there was going to be a breach somewhere that would allow us to move from one section to the other, it would be up here somewhere. Actually, maybe an offshoot of security there, like right across from the medical wing? Yeah, because I don't think there's a way further north from here. Ah. There we go. No, there definitely isn't. Okay, so let's go back to security then. Want to go all the way up here. We watched this already, right? Yeah, okay.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the old investigating a suspected altered world event case.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Once we became aware of it,
Okay.
it was there.
Let's go to logistics and see if we can find that big tunnel. What looks like a big tunnel. So it'll be this way. I keep doing that. I'm trying to charge up the grenades. Wait, where does this go? Okay, this is this room, and then up here, the mechanical room. This is what we need access to. Although it's not clear to me that this dark area actually connects to where we're going. Man, it's really easy to look at the map and not get any information at all. We would have to open this from the other side, which means we have to find another way into the transit room. The prime candidate hallway does not seem to have any access, which would mean that the other place we might access it from would be the turntable room right by the fast travel point, right? But we were just there, and I don't know that we were necessarily completely thorough, but I feel like we looked. Okay, let's go look. Let's go look again. I do not remember where the control point is. It's in this room? Yeah, it's okay, this room. Alright, back to here. Let's try this again. Let's try to figure this out. I don't think we can get in... No, the ordinary dump's not going to give us access. Nothing further on than this is going to give us access. So it's a different elevation. It's probably above us, right? Because we had to descend quite a bit to get down to the turntable. I mean, that's it, right? That's what we're looking at. How would we access it? I mean, that's totally a traversable area. So this is just a mold room with nothing in it. Yeah, we looted it, and these things don't... They don't have other exits. It's also, like, not at all in the right place. I might have to do a cut here. Spend some time looking around off camera, and then just bring y'all back in when I think I've found something. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about those guys for right now. I'll see you in a second with some news. Okay, I spent some time scouring, and I mean scouring, that area for doors and stuff that we had missed, and I couldn't find one. So I went and looked some things up on the Control subreddit, and I have some answers. First of all, on the subject of Hiss Corrupted Remus, apparently he just doesn't spawn for a lot of people. It's not universal, but it's a pretty common bug. It seems like there's nothing important locked by completion of this side quest or anything, though. It is just a little bit of currency, so we'll just live with that not being finished. So we're going to go ahead and swap back over to this as our active thing, and then I've taken us back through Ahti's office to the busted up part of the fire break so that we could access that thing that's over there. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna follow some advice that I found on Reddit for getting to the beginning of being able to get into the Hidden Threshold Hall. Fortunately, I was able to find some like non-spoilery advice. Okay, I guess that's all there is to that. I did almost just run off the thing. Can I reach that? I think I can. Okay, where is this? It is nowhere. I am not allowed to use these other doors. That's a shame. I kind of hoped that figuring out how to navigate the fire break would give us a second weird kind of fast travel. But no such luck, I guess. Okay, we'll just get back over here, and then... and I think we can just drop... Ooh, jeez. Almost got myself killed. Oh, why was I thinking that this was going to let me back into Ahti's office? I'd have to go up there for that. Okay, well... We'll go down here, and this'll... And... Where am I putting myself? Okay, that's just the radio. Oh, that's right. A control point. A control point is where I'm putting myself. And that goes back to the coolant pumps. Alright, so... we have some points here. I mean, I guess we may as well finish off levitation time. I don't think any of the stuff we can buy with ability points is going to matter at all at this point, so let's just wrap things up, be thorough. Alright, we want to fast travel to logistics. We want to use the logistics fast travel point, and then there's a thing around there that will help us out. I'm just going to double check what I saw on Reddit here. It's like... This is some of the best advice, some of the best answering of questions I've ever seen on this subreddit. People seem so careful not to spoil things. Okay. Go east from the logistics control point, is what it says. And you should find a thing. Well, I mean, this is totally where we went. Did I just... Is the problem really that I just took the wrong door out of logistics? Oh no, actually, both of these doors lead to the same place, don't they? Must we? Oh, he actually didn't dodge. Weird. Okay, well, I headed east from the... Maybe I need more information. Let's see here. We were totally in this shelter earlier. Oh, another thing I looked up during the break was whether there is DLC planned, and yes, there is. So, I imagine some of the completeness of the story is dependent on that. And we got Jesse's main arc in the main product. It's just a the way video game story is told now, so as to make room for a post game and some DLC and stuff, is still strikes me as kind of weird. Well, I don't. I still don't see anything. This is still an unsolved problem here. All right, I'm gonna just live on the air here. We're gonna go back to that Reddit thread, and I'm gonna scroll down a little bit further. Do I just go there? Well, do I need to trigger something? Okay, when you go to logistics, instead of going out the double doors on one side of the room, go out the double doors on the opposite side of the room. You'll end up in an area that looks the same, but next to that shelter, you'll find the guy this time. Wait. Okay. So, next to the shelter, there's supposed to be a guy? There definitely isn't. Okay, hold on. So we went through the double doors on the east side of the room, because it said go east. It's way more satisfying to kill people with the pole part of launch than it is with the other part. Okay. So maybe we want to go through... I guess whoever told us to go east, whoever said to go east in that thread was a little confused. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's totally a guy.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that.
It's a lot of blood on the ground.
But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks.
Sure,
we
makes
followed
sense.
The altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get
Okay,
him
that's
out of
inconvenient.
there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
Okay, so that's the sealed threshold. Alright. I guess when the, when that person wrote go east, they must have been thinking about how you get into that area after you've got it open. Huh. I wasn't expecting there to already be clocks. Hold on, I want to look at the posters and stuff. Okay, so they're just the general southwestern style posters right now. Well, I mean, I guess let's hit the bell. Okay. So I'm supposed to do something with the clocks. Okay, so when it stops, I can hit F to keep running it. Oh, actually, I can stop it whenever I want. So I'm going to have to set the clocks to the time of the clock on the desk out here, I'm guessing. Which is... okay, about, like, 4:40. 4:35. Alright, that seems... I mean, who knows? Maybe I don't even have to mess with that one, because it wasn't in the third bell room. Clock is advancing to... okay, 8:45. I don't know, man. It could be the case we don't have to do any of this. Also, I do wish this was a little bit faster. I mean, close. I think I'm a little bit ahead, right? No, that's about right. It must have, if you're close enough, it must just automatically go to the right time. Okay, 11:20. Easy. Who said dream logic was hard? Yeah, it definitely snaps to the correct time if you're anywhere nearby. Okay, that made an encouraging noise, but it did not spawn a key on the table, which is usually the way these things go. I guess we could just... oh, it spawned the key out here. Good enough. The great big black triangle keyring. Alright, the ocean view's easy. It's weird, like the stuff you can get used to. So yeah, now we're on the inside of that area. Okay, cool. I'm gonna really quickly here just get OBS back in front of everything. All right. It bugs me when I can't see OBS on my other monitor because I'm afraid that like recording stuff is going wrong and I can't see it. Make sure I have the grenade launcher ready, just in case. You know, sometimes we encounter resistance. Boy, it's like the back rooms in here. Except that it sounds very menacing.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
Some of them, anyway. It looks like they're piled up in that room all the way. The maximum amount of things can be piled up. Alright, I have a responsibility to make myself as much of a nuisance as possible immediately so that the enemies shoot at me instead of these poor soldiers. Okay, I should probably stop shooting the grenade launcher at such close range. One really nice thing about the punch is that not only does it seem to do a huge amount of damage and basically guarantee a kill, but it immediately collects the health from that kill. Okay, now we have a thing. Yeah, I like I said, I did scour the area a little bit, but I was scouring the wrong area.
Shit.
I did not find a way into the Sterling AWE, by the way, but I figured one problem at a time. All right, well, you're my medic then, right?
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it, clearly.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Wait, through the
All
threshold?
blood.
Yeah, see, that was my
Let's go.
concern. Alright. You know, I can teleport. Do you want me to teleport? I don't know if I can teleport you. Just hold my hand really tightly while I do it, and we'll see what happens. Clearance level 9. Wait, I'm the director. I should have a higher clearance level than this dude. I mean, listen, Wells, I'm not saying you're not important, just... Ooh. What is this? That's interesting.
What's with the clocks?
It's a great question.
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
Just like in that story. Dr. Darling, tell me about the clocks. Or maybe this isn't that kind of video. This is just all the B-roll they took. It's like, okay, do I look like I've done enough science? Here, I'll do this stuff. I mean, I can't actually touch any of these keys. Obviously, that could destroy the world, but I'll look like I'm gonna touch the keys. Guys, for real, are we good, or gonna keep rolling? Wait, just stand here, really? Okay, closer. Okay. Now look like you like being here. Really? That's the best you could... That's what your smile looks like. Okay, I mean, he's flexing an unfamiliar muscle, right? This is very awkward. Look busy. Go to the other side of the lab. Look busy over there. And Wells is just standing there watching me watching this after I've told him that his friend needs medical attention. Hey, Dr. Darling, look like you're doing something. Well, he does love to play with his balls. No, that was too much. You got to be gentle with him. He was totally about to be like, "Whoa, did you see that?" And she pointedly ignores him. I have bad news for you, sir. Wow, he is just gone. He is obliterated. Let's throw some clocks at him. Okay, clocks make good weapons. I mean, so does everything else. Okay, problem solved. I mean, you can keep shooting at him if you want, I guess.
Find a way around.
You know, if anyone can, it's me. Alright, how about... So what, we came in over there. Let's just climb Clock Mountain, I guess.
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power that thing had, I've never seen anything like it.
Huh? Let's try to make sure we're not missing collectibles here. Okay, easy. I didn't even have to fly. I can fly, did I mention that? Also, I'm your boss. Alright, post-box supplement. We're finding a lot of supplements before we find the actual documents about the things. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after the communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to the local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. Interesting that the name of the town's not redacted here. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public to stay away from the site. The item was soon placed on transport. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous, given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. Huh. I wonder if it's just like... I wonder if there's a factor, an identifiable factor that makes someone vulnerable or not vulnerable to it.
That's O'Neill. Shit. No one else got out.
So were they all killed by the anchor? Because they do seem to be scattered kind of all over the place. I guess there's an awful lot of hiss around here as well. Probably some of them got hissed. Yes! Ow. Don't throw stuff at me while I'm mind controlling you. Very impolite. Okay, that should keep the enemies busy for a little while. Oh, I missed him. Okay, well, one problem at a time. It is a lot of clocks.
Looks like we need to hit that shield harder.
Oh, I ran into that, actually. I think I was perfectly safe if I had just stayed behind the pillar. Come on. Come on. Alright, there we go. It takes forever for this thing to reload. Okay. Honestly, I have no idea if this is actually better than just using the grip. I mean, it does a lot of damage, and it does it relatively quickly. So it's in there, and it's got to shield the clocks, and I need to find something pretty serious to deal with it. I don't suppose I can just, like, yeah, pull items out of its shield. It's pulling more stuff in front of it. We're gonna have to hit it with something big. Or, scoop-shaped? Is there a giant spoon around here by any chance? You know, this is just like, it's a very serious number of clocks. An actual problem.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a retreat. We got out, but Hiss was
ooh, handy.
I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
I'm the medic. That's my job.
I'm not giving up on it. Hold on, we'll go back. Work chat, plane parts. Some more stuff about the plane. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think about this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status? I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do! I do! Yo, that sucks. That's a bad job. I'm sorry, man. You know what we should do, actually, is we should spend some of this source, because we're accruing source at an incredible rate here. Also, somehow I have 3 more weapon mods than I'm allowed to hold. Not really sure how that happened. Yeah, let's just burn a bunch of little things. I guess, actually, I should have checked that accuracy mod, because our accuracy mod is so bad. That might have been an upgrade. Okay, weapon forms. I can upgrade the Pierce, and I mean, there's not really a strong reason not to, right? And then we're short remote thoughts, like quite a lot of remote thoughts for finishing off our weapons. We could go build some mods, I guess. Doesn't really seem like much of a reason to do it. Okay, let's go back and have a look at that object of power. Am I going? I'm not going back. I get turned around so easily. Where the hell did we... Over here?
Just keep going straight.
Oh, this way is... forward. Hi! Okay, you're not very observant. Wells? The hell out of my way. Okay, he really doesn't want me to go backwards. He's being kind of weirdly passive-aggressive about it. Yeah, I thought it was this way. This doesn't feel... Oh, because this room is not the direction. It's that way. Hold on, what's in here then? Well, bathrooms, of course. But you gotta... Buddy, you gotta get out of my way. Tell you what. That sound is responsible for almost every, like, jump scare, startling thing that has occurred. The game itself has not been startling me, but the damn side missions. Okay, let's just look around here a little bit more. Ooh, what's this? A refrigerator supplement. Can you tell us why you left your building that day? Well, I was running out to get eggs. There's that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. I knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left. He had his crayons out, happy. And the building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later, beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks fall on it, and those drawings are still there? How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident. Why? What do you mean, why? It's an indestructible refrigerator. Of course you keep it. Well, it still had his drawings. And God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? Well, they'd gotten stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse, anyhow? Wow, that's actually really interesting. That, like, the quality of the fridge, where it has to be stared at all the time, emerges from, like... Man, the rules of altered items are fascinating. I can totally see how you would get drawn into research here in a way that would just leave you, like, permanently stuck. There's always more. Okay. So now, what was it exactly that she said something like... Ooh, hold on a second. Oh, interesting. That shelter's not operable. I guess if there's an altered item in the area, it doesn't. They can't be opened. Maybe it's a security procedure. We find way too many weapon mods. Let's burn this one. Okay. Alright. Even more weapon mods. Oh. It is on... Oh, this is the paper lantern. I thought it was the...
Wasn't so bad.
Never mind. That was remarkably easy. Okay, paper lantern procedures. This item should be kept in a locked containment cell. Any prolonged observation of the item should be avoided. This item is a paper lantern known as a chochin. The paper is red with elegant black Japanese letters that translate to ramen. Item has an attractive effect that is both physical and psychological. Ramen does have that effect sometimes. Nearby objects gravitate toward the item with a minor force of some. More notable is its ability to attract sentient organisms, with its rich red color and warm, comforting glow. Apparently you should stop looking at the picture of it while writing as well. Okay, I'm not even going to bother picking those up because they are low level and they will not be worth breaking down. Okay, forward. Actually forward now. And we did get a remote thought out of going back there, so that's good for us. We still need quite a few of those. Okay. Let's just be ready. This has not struck me as the friendliest part of the facility. And that makes it really hard to see, actually. Okay, well, Wells is still with us. Thought for a moment there I'd lost him. Maybe I should focus, not get distracted here. I mean, they were shooting at something, right? There must be some living people in this area? Maybe they were just shooting at me through the wall? Okay, he's got the door. Man, the clearance level goes all the way up to 9. I need one of
Port is
those.
on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
At least we hope Horowitz is still there. I'm not really doing this in a way that Wells is going to be able to follow. Whatever. Yeah, the problem I did not account for here was that you have to teleport to get into the threshold. Oh, he's moving. I left Wells behind by too much. Is he still coming? I'm a little concerned now. I'm more than a little concerned now. I mean, we got the thing open. In a sense, it doesn't really matter that we're good, but I do want to see this through. Also, did I actually open this? No. I got all distracted by helping people. Okay, hey, a remote thought. That's like one of the few pieces of loot we could find that would actually mean anything. Alright, hold on. Let's go back to where we were and get Wells. Or is he... Okay, here he is. Hey, man. You lost?
Let's go.
To be fair, I did, like, fly around and stuff. He probably has a hard
Hold
time
on.
keeping up with that.
Something's
Hold
wrong
on.
with him.
Oh, something is wrong.
Shit.
I was here seconds ago.
Horowitz.
Oh, God.
But, like, for real, seconds ago. Oh, jeez. He's remarkably tough. I was not looking at the health bar at the bottom of the screen because that's not where I'm used to looking for stuff. And he doesn't have any ability to withstand physics. So it's not that hard to keep ourselves from getting shot by him. Sure does have a lot of health, though. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's all the way in there. Don't you even think about pulling that light switch. No, if he's just going to crouch in there, I'm going to stand over here where he's not able to shoot me and just fill that little area with explosives. It's maybe not the fastest way to win, but it is a 100% perfectly safe way to win. Okay, one more volley and we're good. Ow, what did I just take so much damage from? Did he step out for a second and... Huh. Wait. Did he actually go into the... Oh. Wait a minute. Did I blow him through the wall? I think I must have forced him through the wall with the explosions.
Make sure he's okay.
Ooh, I should also remember to loot files. I'll be right there, Wells. Cram procedure. Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item's smoke causes serious side effects, I'm guessing. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. An incident in Paris in 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the Bureau. Smoke filled an antique store where the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Detailed records of the events leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Huh. Interviews with living witnesses were reperformed at the order of the Archives and Records Chief. Okay, I am gonna have to go see what is driving the dog crazy in the other room. I'll be right back. Okay, it was a squirrel, if anyone's curious. Not even in the yard, but it was kind of near the yard, and she was just going completely insane. Then I let her out, and she ran over to the fence to bark at it a lot, and it just stood there and stared at her. Like, I know you can't hurt me. I'm not afraid of you. It's a brave squirrel. Okay, Wells, how you handling this, my friend?
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold.
Yeah, that makes
God
sense.
never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Okay, well, apparently we still have more concerns. There's a little bit more left to do than I thought there was going to be, so I think we're just going to go ahead and call this one here. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time for what is almost certainly, even more almost certainly than this time, the last episode of the series. You know what? Honestly, I'm happy that there's more to do. So, yeah, come back next time in a little bit for that. And we'll see you then.